Yo, what's going on, guys? Gomes here, back on another video. MLB The Show 18. There was just a Diamond Dynasty live stream. A lot of information that came out. I said I was gonna make a separate video on the new creative player, which in my opinion is far improved from the last one. A lot of changes. Without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Okay, first let's go back and talk about last year's creative player. You could have a 99 everywhere, 99 power, 99 contact, 99 speed, 99 pitching stats everywhere, and you could play every position as well. And it was really easy to do. All you did was you fed some players, a lot of times just commons that you had or any duplicates, and you would have a 99 player. It was really simple, really easy to get there, and it was really overpowered. It was like having a second Pepe Alazar per se, and nobody really liked it. Personally, at that point I was like, okay, I don't even want Caps in the game next year. Regrettably, I used mine, but hey, I mean, he's really good. But luckily, they made a bunch of new changes, and I like it a lot more now. Okay, so I pulled some screens, and I pulled some information from the live stream, and this is pretty much how a creative player in MLB The Show 18 is gonna go. So, you don't have one creative player like before. Although it is one name, one guy, and you can still only use one guy. Thankfully, we're not gonna have a team of creative players. You have it per position, I would call it. So right now they pulled up catcher. This is the only one that pulled up. At every position, catcher, first base, second base, every position including pitcher, you get a 65 overall. I believe it's 65. It's a common either way to start out at every single position. And you see you have a bronze, then a silver, then a higher silver, a gold, and you work your way up. I think the highest you can get it is to an 89 or 90, which is diamond this year. And now some people may think, okay, cool, I'm just not gonna use cap this year. No, like, don't get it twisted. Creative players can still be really good, and I'm gonna show you how they can be really good. And just the system overall is so much more improved. I mean, I still don't know if I really love having creative players in the game, but hell, this is a much far improved version from last year's creative player, where you have a 99 at every position, who has 99 at every single statistical category. So right now, let's just dive into it really and get into depth of what it is. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like it more as well than last year, or at least I hope so, or else you might be kind of bad and you might have to rely on your 99 creative player, dude. Like, come on, let's use some actual real players. It baffled me when people are actually happy about the 99 Pepe Alazar. Like, nobody wants to use fake players, dude, but that's enough rambling. I'm gonna get right on into the new system that they implemented right now. So this year for a creative player, as you can see, MLB The Show is actually going in kind of like an archetype route, kind of like, you know how 2K has their My Player. You have an archetype for every single position: catcher, first base, second base, shortstop, left field, center field, right field. Every single position, and pitcher too. Every single position, and you can judge how you want them to be. Now, it's not like 2K where you can have like all specifics. I think there's gonna be about 4 categories per. Like for catcher, for example, I know you can be okay, not catcher, because they said catcher can't have the speed one. Let's go to like shortstop. You can have a contact archetype, which primarily focuses on high contact, a power archetype, a speed archetype, as well as a fielding archetype. So there's about 4 different per like position. I don't know if catcher has 3 or 4. It might have an arm strength one, but either way, they have 3 or 4 options, and you can really pave your path. It's like the archetype system. It's kind of like what Road to the Show honestly should be, which is kind of odd. If anything, you would think this is switched around. This would be more fitting in like a story, like Road to the Show, where you're not going to be the best at everything. Kind of like 2K and Archetypes, you know. You're not going to be able to be the best defender, the best shooter, the best ball handler, and you're still going to be 7 feet tall. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Not everybody's LeBron, but this, I like it so much more. So you can really pave your path, and yeah, like I said, you can only be like an 89, 90 overall, but people forget there's still equipment into the game just like last year, which I think is going to be more vital this year, and it might cost more equipment on the marketplace, because it can still increase your overall, and that will really jump you. Of course, I'm almost positive you can't get into the 100s on your cap, but then again, I don't know. I do have a screenshot showing some of the stats and some of the routes that you can go. Again, they only showed the catcher, so I'll pull those screens up right now. Alright, so now we're going to see our first example of the two different kind of pathways that you can choose for the catcher. Now, they did show us only the contact and the power, and this is not the max on contact or power. They did show what a max one would be, but for right now, we're just going to compare the two at their second to highest stage, and right now, we're looking at the power one. 67 and 66 contact, so that isn't that good. 84 and 84 power though, you can do some stuff with 84 power. You can definitely hit some bombs with 84 power, especially if the gameplay is anything like last year, which I hope to God it isn't. But we also have 56 vision, fielding isn't that good, 68, 30 speed. Last year, like before, like creative players, like 99 speed for a catcher, like that's just ridiculous. No catcher is gonna have 99 speed ever. I don't care who you are, you're not gonna have 99 speed. We don't have Ichros or Billy Hamiltons behind the plate. That's not a thing. But 10 stealing, 83 arm, and now let's go ahead and look at the contact version. Now, me personally, I like contact more just because I feel like I can usually string together a few base hits, and usually I'm more of like a pitching person, so I don't need to score that many runs. But he's got 81, 83 contact, not too bad. 78 vision. 78 vision is important because vision and contact both reflect on the PCI this year, which did not happen last year. I thought it did, but PCI only affected balls out of your PCI, or vision only affected balls out of the PCI. So vision plays a more vital role. 58 and 57 power, that's still not bad. And I personally, this build is just so much better than the power one. Now, some of you guys, I know you just like to spam square and pray to the MLB gods that it's gonna go over the fence. But this one's just better, man. He's got better speed, better fielding, his arm isn't quite as good, better vision, serviceable power about 60, and 80 plus contact on both sides. That's pretty good. That's definitely the build I would choose in this one. But now we're going to look at the highest power tier that you can go. These are 85 overalls. I think the highest they show is an 89. Of course, that's before equipment, but let's go ahead and check out the power one. Okay, so the maximum it's saying you can get to, at least on this build, at least on this position right now, is 89 overall. This is the power one. This is the only one they showed us in the live stream. We're gonna see more later on, but right now this is all we got. 70 contact per side, which isn't too bad. 90 power per side for a catcher. 70, 70, 90, 90. That's very solid. That is going to be a very, very good player. 61 vision, not bad. 90 arm is good, but 65 reaction, 70 fielding, not that good. 40 speed, that's alright. But then again, I mean, I think we're all just so adjusted and so used to seeing caps have 99 everything. Everybody's going to be like, man, this is trash. Why am I ever going to use a cap? Trust me, you throw some equipment on this, maybe there's going to be better builds in this, I don't know, but I mean a lot of people like to rock power. So 90 per side, add some equipment, this is going to be a good card. This is going to be very, very usable. People act like nobody's going to use caps, like they destroy caps, they might as well take it out of the game. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. Now, I should add, this year you don't feed cards to make them better. There's missions, kind of like how there's missions for everything else, like programs. There's missions for these that you unlock with statistics and doing things in game, and then you get tokens that you use to pick pathways. As you see, kind of how you have a bronze, silver, silver, gold, and then a couple diamond tiers. You go up by tiers, and then you do that to keep upgrading your player. If that makes any sense, that's the best way they explained it, so that's the best way I can explain it to you. But let me know what you guys think. Is the cap ruined? Are you guys going to be rocking caps in 2018? Let me know. Personally, I think this is a lot better. I think the creative player was a dumb thing in previous games. 99 everything. I mean, that's pretty much a second Pepe Alazar, and you guys know I hated Pepe Alazar. That was dumb. A fake player who has 99 everything, that's just dumb. Nobody wants that. I'm glad, I'm pretty sure they're not going to add it this next year, because I know a lot of people were frustrated with it last year, so I would be very surprised if they did add it this year. But once again, like I said, let me know how you're feeling about the creative player, anything that you think that they could do to make it even better, and what are some of the best builds that you guys are going to think in your opinion. Like I said, you can expect pretty much every position to have a power, speed, contact, and fielding archetype. So let me know what builds you guys are thinking about doing. Of course, I'll probably have a video once the game comes out to have what I think are the best builds in the game. But I'll leave you guys at that. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And literally, guys, GomesDaLegend.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.